That's good.
Depends how long I can see.
Gee. Yes, that could be it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's too early to be functioning. Well, welcome everyone.
Do you ever function?
No.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Yeah, sorry, no webcam today. Windows update broke it again. Sick and tired of it, to be honest.
Oh, well.
But it is what it is.
Yes.
What were we doing last time we were here?
Yes.
Oh, should we do that again then?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Well, that's the last time I played was with you, so we'll have to just mumble through it.
Okay, what does that? What does field 6 mean? I'm looking at the growth on there, but there's no growth. There's no anything on there.
Field 6? Isn't that our big field?
It's next to the big field. It's the one we planted last week. According to it, there's nothing in it. Yeah, because I'm sure I'll put barley in there.
So you're sure we planted it?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure because I tried to plant it, if you remember, and I was planting it. There you go, wheat growing. It says when I'm in the field. Yeah.
Yeah, wheat's growing.
Good. Yeah, nothing on the map though. Weird. Yeah, because I remember.
Mine says it's got wheat in it. My map.
Mine says nothing at all. Oh, why is wheat why is wheat invisible?
I don't know. You clicked it.
This game does weird things to me sometimes, you know. There we go. Now it says growing. Bloody hell. I was going to say, because I remember, because I tried to plant it, and it wasn't putting anything down. And you told me it needed cultivated, so I had to bring the cultivator over.
Yeah, you got to cultivate first before you seed. All right, we need to spread slurry on field 7, mulch it.
Oh, field 7, that's the one we did. Yeah, we did that last week, didn't we? Hey, Chris. Well, I'll jump into the tanker if you jump into the... Oh, actually, we got that little one out for the headland.
Yeah, you want the little one for the headland, and then the big one goes around and chases it. We'll see if I can find the tanker with whoever had it last.
They're by field, between field 5 and 6, you know, where you've got the what do you call it? The point, the buy point.
Oh, right, up the top here.
Am I going to be able to...
No, that's a storage tank up here, not a buy point.
Well, storage, whatever it is, yeah. I can't get there.
Hope you're doing well, Chris. Yeah, chickens
There
have
we go.
food. Piggies have
I
food.
think I'm taking it from the others angle, but never mind.
Cows have food.
Hey, y'all. You guys hear me?
Howdy.
Hey,
How's
Josh.
it going?
Good, mate. You?
Pretty good. I got a question for you, Brummy, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind, mate.
When
As
you
long as it's
release,
not what's my bank account details.
I noticed that you released a prefab on Mod.
Yes.
Is the process you went through for releasing that any different than the normal process?
No, it's just the same, mate.
No, it's exactly the same.
But instead of having a mod desk, you have to have it's called a prefab desk or something.
And does you
that's-
still get the same? And then I noticed that some of the prefabs that I've seen have a README file. Is that
README
intended
file?
just? Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah,
sometimes-
you don't have to put that in.
But if I need to, that's where to put. If I need to have instructions, that's where.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just in the main directory.
I'm gonna try to rework that grass that I have into a prefab. Try to get this.
Mock grass, you have?
Oh, I created a new brush for prairie grass. It's a much taller grass than normal grass,
Oh right, okay.
and it also mows directly into hay.
Oh, that's
Like a
So
dry
when you
grass.
mow it, you
Hey,
actually,
Gizmo.
huh?
Like a
Say
dry
that again,
grass.
Johnny.
Like a dry grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you made it a yellowy
So-
colour too? Not, sort of yellow
Yeah,
tinges? Not green.
That's the last thing I have to do is give it more of a yellowy color when it's in its last growth stage.
Yep.
But other than that, it's pretty much ready to go. I have it working in my map, mowing properly, but it takes can't release it as a mod because it takes a change to the i3D file for it to work as a brush.
You'd probably it wouldn't work as a prefab either. It would probably have to be a script because you can put scripts in.
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's the way to do
You
it.
have to update.
Not a prefab, but put it in as a game script. And you can do
Yeah,
that
because
by...
a prefab is just like a placeable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where what you would be doing would be it would be some sort of a script, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Well, it's not a script at all. It's just XML, but it has to be in the map. So it's a something specifically for map authors, because it has to be
Hey,
built
where you
into
going,
the
Brummy?
map
I'm here.
XML and the map ID3 file.
I didn't realise you were empty. Otherwise, I would have been beside you.
Oh, sorry, mate, I didn't know you were here. Yeah, I'm not.
I'm okay,
not 100% sure how you would have to do that, mate.
I'm okay,
Yeah,
Gizmo.
I'm getting all these things that I'm ideas that I'm coming up with that don't fit within the normal guidelines. Spending a lot of time arguing with giants about it. What can I do, Johnny?
You can get the big slurry tanker, mate. Brummy's doing the headland here with the little one.
Slowly spreading, you mean?
Yep. Thanks.
The yellow one.
The yellow peril. Yes. Yeah, you're right,
what pulls
mate. You
that
want
the
to
best?
hit me in the front and the rear as well as both sides?
I couldn't see where I was going because there was a big tree in the way.
Ah.
The
1050 probably pulls it the best, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
1050 the
It's
fence,
got the
yeah.
most horsepower, mate. Yep. How are you, Gizmo? Getting ready for work, I'm guessing. Always
Yeah,
working
probably.
when we're playing. No. Conveniently. Oh shit, did I say that out loud? Bugger.
All work and no play makes Gizmo a dull boy.
Yeah.
Mm. You guys are working on field 7.
Yes, mate.
Yeah, Phil
Yep.
7, mate.
It's not. You're not going to mulch it.
We'll be up straight after you slurried it.
Oh,
Then we'll
yeah.
mulch it and cultivate it and seed it.
Right.
Mate.
I only need to do the one headland, don't I? Or do I need to do 2?
No, one should be enough. That'll be get the boom out of the trees.
Bushes.
Yep.
I think I missed a little bit up this side where when I was going round a bit. Ah, there we go. It's only a little bit, but I know Johnny will complain.
Bloody oath.
There we go. Have we got another field that needs doing as well?
Slurrying? No. It's
Hey,
our
Fermi,
field
can you
of
do
slurry.
one more? Can you do one more pass up this side? You'll see what I mean.
Which the left-hand side as you're looking at it now,
The right hand side,
the right-hand side.
just straight up. Yeah, perfect.
But yeah, with the mod testing, it said that it's supposed to be like 5 working days. I've been waiting like 10 days already.
Really?
So I don't know how long it's going to be before my map gets released.
Couple of days. Next week, mate.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be this week now, is it?
No. Putting hedge trimmer carbon back together after cleaning. Then we'll be off to work. Okay. You're better off going after you do that headland there the other way towards the highway. There's no hill, rather than struggle up the hill every turn, every second turn.
Okay.
It's up to
Nice.
you though. Yeah.
Well, it's only like 3 passes at this width, so.
Mhm. Up to you. But
I'm gonna keep going this way because it's only three passes or so.
Yep. No, that's not
It's only one more struggle.
Mm-hmm. You want to grab a mulcher, Brummy,
Just about to do it, mate.
and we'll knock this field over quickly.
The JCB should pull a mulcher, shouldn't it?
It will.
And I can only apologise for the sniffing. Unfortunately, I can't help it.
No.
Can we stop, Johnny?
No, you keep going. I'll just tag along. And when you're empty, I'll pull in and fill you.
Oh, dear me.
The field's a bit too short to try and fill on the go.
Yeah, it is.
I'll have to duck out
Because
of the
by
way,
the time
Brummy.
you...
He's fine.
They go mulching out in the bush.
I'll try not to.
Thanks. You're too kind.
You want to fill up right now, Johnny, while I'm stopped?
Yeah,
It's
all
fine.
right. I'll pull him behind the boom.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, either. Doesn't matter. Whole thing. Yeah, probably shouldn't have said that. Now I've made it hard for myself. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me the fill, you pain in the butt. Come on.
Doesn't want to do it from behind.
It will, but why you have to be so much closer from the back, I don't know. It's probably the fill on the other thing. Hang on. Bugger it.
Well, you know, that second map I'm doing, Johnny,
Yeah,
I
mate.
used Hobo's Hollow as a template.
Oh, okay.
Not the same
Yeah.
layout or anything. It's just like the
Yeah.
map size, and because it's got different. Because if you look at the American map, the in-game map, it's got like you've got dirt, and but in this one you've got dirt, and it's like a grey colour.
Yeah, I don't like
And
it at all.
it's got
I don't
and
like
it's
that grey.
got a different dirt texture in it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it hasn't got the you know, the meadow that I use on Bourne Heath. It
Yeah.
hasn't got that one. It's got a different one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's what it's like on the American map. But
So
it
would
looks
you
like
use You used Hobbill and Roll as the template?
Hobo's
yeah,
Hollow.
because Hobo's
Oh,
Hollow.
yellow.
I just use it as the template because
Oh, you're doing a 4X.
yeah. But you know, I'm starting to regret it.
Why?
But the traffic is being stupid.
You do have, it has a traffic spline on it. Can't you just edit it? Move it around?
I have tried also. I've tried the in-game ones. And I was talking to RB about it last week,
Yeah.
in the week, and he said, "Yeah, try this one." He said, "Did he say to do? Freeze the transform on the rotation and make them all zero." Tried that, still didn't work. I even took his splines out of his map because I know his work. Tried them in mine, they don't work. I just don't know what's going wrong.
Yeah.
But he asked me to send it to him, and he said he'll have a look at it over the weekend, see if he can see something, like with a fresh pair of eyes, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
Does help sometimes.
hopefully he might be able to see something that I've missed. But
Yep.
I really don't think I've done anything different that I'm supposed to do.
No. Okay. It is
I
a weird
even
one.
tried. Yeah, I know. I even tried using different traffic splines from the American map, the French map, the Alpine map, and nothing seems to work. I don't know why.
When you get around to it, Brummy, if you want some help editing those meadows to look the way you want, I've got a handle on the way the meadow XML works.
Oh, right, okay.
And how it how it spawns the randomized flowers and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
that's what the prairie grass thing that I'm working on does. It's actually a meadow texture.
Ah,
It's a
right,
modification of a meadow. It's just a different type of meadow.
Oh, okay.
So that it grows just like a meadow. It's not a plantable crop. It's a paintable crop.
Mm.
It's designed to be an actual.
Yeah. So you have to put like the extra fill type in the map.
Yep, fill type, fruit type, all that kind of stuff.
You like the fold up there, mate? And I'll just dump what's left in this.
Yep. I'm just trying to remember how to do it.
Oh.
Why doesn't this lift up?
Did I?
It did lift up. Now press X.
Will it lift up when it's done folding?
Yes.
Like, because it's showing that the this attachment is down, not up.
No. Everything's up on my screen. Must be lag. Looking good on my screen, mate.
Looks good to me. I can see it here and it looks okay to me.
I'm going to leave the tanker on the side of the field so we can do the next coat and go fill up the fuel tank. The fuel tank's actually empty.
On the tractor.
Hey Henry, how you doing, mate? But with them fields, Josh, what I'll do is I'll wait for an update. But if they reject it this time round for whatever reason, I'll do it before I resubmit it.
Oh, okay. Did you want me to do the redraw the field borders and stuff?
Yeah, well, you just said that you know how to do it around the thingies now, didn't you? Is that not what you meant?
I'm sorry. Two different things. You're talking about your current map.
No, Bourne Heath.
Bourne Heath, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
the redrawing the field borders around the fields to make them more natural, right?
Yeah, that's what you were on about, wasn't it?
Not today, no.
Oh, what was you on about then? You said if I wanted to do something about the fields.
Oh, so what I was talking about for today is that on your new map, you were saying that you don't like the meadow texture that they're using because you're using Hobo's Hollow as a template.
Yeah.
And I was saying if you want to change those textures and how those fields paint, that's all XML stuff. Yeah. And I've been working a lot in those files lately, and if you need some help, I'm happy to help.
Ah, okay. I actually thought you were talking about Bourne Heath. But now I understand.
But I'm still happy to help with Bourne Heath whenever you want to do those fields. I'm happy to just kind of take a snapshot of whatever you're working on and work on it. The only downside is that if I'm doing that you'd have to hold off on other map edits at the same time. That way we wouldn't conflict.
Yeah.
So it makes it a
No camera today, Henry. I had a Windows update yesterday, and every now and again, some of the Windows updates break my camera for whatever reason, I don't know. And then all of a sudden, it just pops back in when it decides to work. It happens all the time, and I don't know why.
No comment.
Shut up. It's not my face. But I'm glad you're good, mate. Hay fever's been driving me nuts, though. So the this texture that you've done, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
What have you got a screenshot of it so I can see what it looks like? Or?
Sure. Yeah. Where do you want me to send it?
I'll just put it in any of the Discords or send me a PM or whatever, whichever way is best for you.
So there is already a screenshot of the mowing action in the FS modding channel. Let me put one in the Farm Sim channel. I have better screenshots of actually the texture. I hate when Windows does this.
Because like I say, the one I'm using at the minute, I think it's the American one. It hasn't got like the red flowers and that sort of stuff in the like the other meadow that I was using on my other map. Looks a bit plain, to be honest.
The one
There's
on
a few little yellow flowers in there.
Why does the upload in Discord fail like that all the time?
the paintable meadow on the Pioneers map's nice. It's got a mixture of a sprinkling of yellow flowers and red flowers, but not too much, if you know what I mean. It looks quite nice when it's painted.
Yeah. Okay.
So the one that I'm doing is the one on the left, the much taller, more dry grass texture. And I just, what I wanted, that's the full growth stage. I want to, as Johnny was saying, make that a little bit more, a little bit less green. More like prairie grass where it gets all yellow.
Oh, yeah.
That way it makes, I want it to be closer. Even right now, it's actually closer to the default game hay texture. So if you look at the default, the base game hay color for a hay bale, this color right here actually matches the hay color almost exactly. Maybe just a tiny bit more yellow, and it'll match. Okay. So it'll make sense that you're getting hay from it when you mow it.
Yeah. Well, that looks pretty good, actually. There's the big long stalks. We have them over here, but there's a name we call them. Not sure.
Over here, it's ryegrass.
Yeah, Timothy. Yeah. Say again, Johnny.
Over here, we call it ryegrass.
Call it what grass?
Ryegrass. R-Y.
Ryegrass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Bloody
might be what
shocking.
we call it over here as well.
And basically, most of the change in that file is the XML. So the way foliage painting works, and I think you figured this out already, is that in the XML for the foliage layer, there's basically a percentage map of how often each layer that's in
See
the
you, Gizmo.
3D file,
Have a good
how
night
often
at
it
work,
shows
mate.
up.
Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. See you later, Gizmo.
Have a good night at work, Gizmo.
Right, so see, this is what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out how to do this. So you're saying now that you could get like 4 or 5 different types of weave from in Giant's Editor from in the map and put them as one texture.
Yeah, you can.
Like the one you created for Bornheath. You know how you said you did something weird in the editor or in GE to allow you to paint that kind of randomized yellow and blue flower meadow texture, right?
Yeah, but that was just the like for the dirt. That wasn't for the weeds and stuff. It
So
was
the
just
foliage, yeah. So what you do is you create a new foliage layer, and then you manipulate the XML to change the percentage of how often those other things show up when you're painting. And not only that, it affects not just when you're painting, but if you mow the grass and then it regrows, flowers won't show up in the same place, but they'll show up in the same frequency. So what you're doing is you're changing the frequency of how often certain layers show up. So if you look at the screenshot, that only has 2 types of grass in it. It has the regular green grass, and it has the dry grass. So there's the 2 pieces in the model, and it has them at a 50-50 breakdown. But the meadow on the right has a 500-to-1 chance of the regular grass showing up, and the flowers are like a 10 out of 500 percentage. Yellow is 5 out of 500. Orange is 6 out of 500. Like, you change the percentages of how often it shows up, and that affects the growth stages of it, but also affects when you're painting it, like how it shows up.
Right.
So it's all numbers.
Yeah. Because I
did-
tried to figure out how to do like the because that's what I wanted to do is on Bornheath. What I wanted to do is get like the bluebells and the daisies like all as one layer, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. That's why I just did like the dirt layer, and I did 4 different types of dirt in one.
Yeah, I actually know how to do that. Know how to do that now, and you could, if you wanted, you could create your own meadow texture, which is what I did essentially. That is bluebells and daisies and meadow grass, so that you'd have the base game meadow texture, which is the one that you're based off of. You could have that as one texture, and then have one that's more bluebells and one that's less bluebells. Or you could just edit the meadow texture that you're painting through GE and in game. You could edit the percentages of how often the flowers show up. So if like the base meadow texture, I think on your map, has red flowers, let's say you don't want those red flowers, just delete it, set it to 0, and they'll never show up.
Right.
It's actually pretty easy to do.
Yeah, because I even asked on Giants Forum if anybody knew how to do that, but nobody bothered answering.
Nah, hardly get anyone to reply on that forum. Haven't ever.
Yeah, there's no one ever. I found out more stuff by myself than from responses on that forum.
Well,
I used to write on that forum way back. And well, that's a lie. I have had a few replies to some questions, but it's very rare that you get one.
I mean, I did ask Andy if it was possible to do, but he said, yeah, but you'd have to do your own, you'd have to make your own texture. And I'm like, yeah, well, if I've got to make my own texture, forget it, because I don't know how to do that.
Come on. give me
Yeah,
that trigger.
I now that I've figured it out, I mean, making any of your own texture like that it's actually really easy to do. I'm gonna probably do a video on it.
Oh, yeah, you should,
and,
you know.
and include that with how to actually install it, how to actually get it to do what I've done, which is the whole also doing the mowing stuff, which is actually the harder part. And the next step is actually having Timothy as a crop. So in the U.S., you plant alfalfa or Timothy. Alfalfa grows as a very green texture. They have it in Elk Mountain, and this is just another type of grass. But Timothy is a much same kind of thing, a more yellow texture. And when you harvest Timothy, it's usually directly into hay. You don't dry it.
So Timothy is actually the name of the grass.
Yeah, it's a type of grass, but it's used directly as hay without drying. Because when it's in its first final growth stage, it's already dried out, and essentially all you're doing is cutting it.
Because when you said that earlier, when I said like give it a name, and you said Timothy, I thought you was taking the piss.
Oh.
I didn't actually realise that was the name of the grass. What would you name a grass, Timothy?
That's actually not my wording. That comes from someone else in another Discord that was saying that's what they do in their area where they live. I didn't even know about it. So they could be having me on too.
Well,
Shit.
maybe. It sounds a bit weird to have to name a grass like something like Timothy. I mean, it's like you get a hybrid tree or something that's part oak and part pine or something, and you call it George.
Yeah, you're right. It does sound a little odd like that, doesn't it?
I mean, it might be real, but you know,
I'm gonna Google it.
Timothy grass.
Yeah, it's an actual thing, and it has like a thing at the end of it. It has a perennial grass, but it's native to most of Europe except for the Mediterranean region. There's also another name for the similar grass in the U.S.
It has a thing on the end of it.
Yes, very much like wheat.
Oh, yeah, that's the ryegrass. That's what you've got in there, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's what. Yeah, that's what.
So Johnny was talking about.
Yeah.
But I'd like to also use the same model and same code, but have it as a crop that you can plant. And because you're doing it as a crop, you'd have different resulting output quantity.
Yeah. One question though, you know, like the base when you go into Giants Editor and you paint like everything with a basic grass where everything's just plain.
Mm-hmm.
Get over.
Well,
Are you talking about the foliage layer, or are you talking about the painted layer?
The foliage layer.
Okay.
Because at the minute there's like nothing on there at all, so it's just plain. You know, if you took all the foliage off all this, it'd just be a plain green, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the layer I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because on Hobo's Hollow, because like I say,
I think I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
It's too bright and you can't really see what you're doing. Is there a way to change that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to edit the Grass 01 normal DDS file that's in your textures folder.
Right.
Grass 01, Grass 02, Grass 03. I think there's usually 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, the white files.
Not the weight files, the texture files.
Yeah.
So each texture has usually a normal, a specular, and a dissolve
Diffuse,
version.
yeah.
Diffuse, that's what, sorry. And you'd have to edit those files. So the normal is where all the color is. So if you wanted to change the color of it and make it not so bright, that's the layer you'd probably edit. The texture layer you'd probably edit. And that's as far as I know, and I'm literally just getting into textures like in the past couple of days. So don't quote me on that. But as far as I understand, that's where you'd change it. It's the same thing with buildings. You know how buildings have like the normal, specular, and diffuse?
Yeah.
Right? I've edited plenty of those textures, and you only really need to edit the diffuse one. I'm sorry, the normal one, which is where all the actual color is.
But how do you edit the normal one? Because you can't see anything because it's just blue.
No. The normal one is the one that looks like an actual photograph.
No, that's the diffuse. The normal one is the blue one, and then you've got like the specular, which is like the green one.
Maybe I have the names backwards. I'm totally
Yeah,
good. I was editing a texture for a building last night, and the ones for buildings are the other way around.
Yeah.
Is it the diffuse that has the color?
The diffuse is the one that looks like a photograph.
No, for buildings, the normal texture that looks like a photograph. I was just editing one last night. Maybe the ground textures is different.
I'm not sure on that. You know, maybe maybe they just named. Maybe they named
Whichever one.
wrong.
Yeah, maybe. Whichever one is the one that looks like a photograph.
Yeah.
If you edit that in a photo editing program, and what I do, and other people may do it differently, but the quickest way to change the color of it is to open it in a photo program as if it's a photograph. I'm sorry, convert it from a DDS to a PNG file. Open a photo editor, and then apply a color adjustment layer, where you're recoloring the original document. Depending on your photo editor, it's called different things. But essentially, you're applying a layer on top of the picture that is recoloring the layer below. And the way that works is then you have like sliders for what color you want to apply, how much saturation of that color you want to apply, and the intensity of the layer that you're applying. So if you wanted to change a green layer, I would say add in a gray layer on top of it. Add in or a white or a black even layer on top of it at like a 5% opacity, and that'll tone it down from being so bright. Like, you guys remember the flea market that I did? I think you've seen pictures of that. Which is just a recolor of the base game farmer's market.
Okay.
That's how I did it. Or like the silos that I have, those are just recolors of the base game book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you can't really see anything on the when you know, like when you zoom out, you can't see where the roads are, because they're like a similar sort of shade to the grass.
Did it again.
And it's just weird.
Hobos is a little bit weird like that. The way that they did the files on Hobos is has a couple places where that happens. Hobos is actually one of the first maps that I messed around with map editing.
Oh, okay. But I mean, I've saw these other 4x maps, and you put them in, and there's errors and all that sort of stuff. And I
Hobos
know
is one of the few that doesn't have any errors, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I used Hobos Hollow, because I know it hasn't got errors, because I played it. We've played it, haven't we? So I know there's no errors in it.
And Farmers Only did a ton of testing on Hobos before they released it.
Oh, okay.
especially on multiplayer. Because Hobo's Hollow was a private on their private servers for like 3-4 months before it got released on ModHub. And it went through multiple iterations on those private servers.
Yeah.
And they were using the map as they called it as a contract server. So basically, no one was building on it. Everyone was just running contracts. So you get a lot of players coming in for a short amount of time and basically doing work on every field. So one of the big things is they cleaned up all of the errors in those fields, and that's why the field borders are smooth. That's why the areas for the fields are really accurate and stuff like that. It's because they spent so much time testing it in their private servers.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know.
I went in to try to edit that map as a contract map to do the same thing. But when I used it, I found that if you look at it, there's no grass fields anywhere on the map.
No, there wasn't. That's why.
Oh, I'd
when
never
we
noticed
played,
that.
I made one.
So there's no baling contracts. And I wanted there to be baling contracts. So
Yeah.
I took a bunch of the empty fields that are in between the other fields, or they had set aside as placeable areas, and I converted them to actual grass fields.
Yeah. Well, I deleted all the fields because obviously I'm my audience.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's something in the when you look at the in Giants Editor, there's something called field indicator or something like that. And what that is you just paint out your field and run the script, and it automatically puts the field in for you. It puts all the all the blue markers.
Yeah, it creates a bitmap texture instead of creating actual boxes. It does it programmatically.
Yeah.
That's how they did most of their fields. But I don't. Do you have that script? I don't have that script.
Well, I think it's built into the map.
Is it built into the map or built into the editor?
Well, it's not built into the editor. Well, I don't know. No, because it's not on any of my other maps. So it must be in there somewhere. I'll have to have a look.
It's a script that you can add to Giants Editor or add to a map. It just makes it so that you don't have to do all the drawing of those boxes things.
Yeah.
You paint the field exactly as you want and then run a script, and then it updates all the field boundaries for you. But I knew it was there, I just couldn't figure out how to get it to work when I was messing with that.
Oh, right then. Well, I think it's it was out in 17 or 19 because what's his name? What's his name? The one who does all the tutorials. I'm rubbish with names. Shy Wizard.
Oh yeah.
He did a video on something like that. And then I think that was for 17 or 19. So I think it's the same thing, but I'm not sure. I'll get this last one, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
You mean Josh?
Oh, I thought it was you on the field.
Oh,
sorry.
I've been filling up the storage tank. Well, it's not full, but I've taken about half a dozen loads.
I told you my eyesight was bad today.
And nitrogen's not too bad on this field. Don't think it needs any yet. Oh, it's a bit down there, but depends on what we plant in it.
Jeremy, if you want to do a double headland with the small spreader,
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta step away, and I'll do the big spreader.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, the edge doesn't really need doing. It's the middle bit that's down a bit.
Oh, really?
Mm,
Okay. I'll be right back. I gotta step away.
no worries.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I can still go around it because it'll add extra. It'll give it that extra green on it. So
Yeah, but you can overdo it. You can over fertilize.
yeah, but if it's set on auto and it doesn't need it, it won't take it, will it?
No. You miss a bit here. What's going on here?
No, I didn't. I went over that, but for some reason it went like that. You just go over it again. So I don't know why it went like that.
Try going up and down. See. Just out of curiosity. Seems to be doing it now, mate.
No, it's not.
Oh no, it's not. Eyes. Here, go straight through there. See if it does that. No, it doesn't want to do that. Alright. Don't worry about it. That's fine.
But yeah, I went over it, and as I went over it, it was doing it all, and then just missed that one little bit. So I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. So you want to run around it again?
Yeah, I'll go around it again.
I'll bring the truck down here with a full load rather than take it out of the storage tank. If someone's got nothing to do, they just go and do a few loads and fill this storage tank up.
Well, there's only you and me here.
Hey?
There's only you and me here.
Oh,
At the moment, so.
But that's just if you're looking for something to do, go and get the truck and put a few loads in it while you're waiting for something else to happen. And, if other people turn up on the server, you can tell them that too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not here. And they say, all right, what needs doing?
I'll just say, I don't know. Let's wait till Johnny comes.
Yeah, bitch.
Right, hopefully I'm back.
Cool.
Well, welcome, hopefully back.
Yeah. Try to do things and people interrupt you.
Shit, you weren't doing it this way, you idiot. Now you've gone. Bastard. Get on the road. Drunken bum.
So you enjoying the weather, Ian?
Oh, really?
Nope. Too warm.
It is, isn't it?
And it's going to rain tomorrow. Well, showers if possible tomorrow. Up here anyway.
Well, they said that here in Birmingham we're going to get some thunderstorms. So
Yeah, I can imagine. It's overcast now up here.
sun's still beating out.
It's gone grey and cloudy now.
Bloody night time.
Where did you put? Where have you put the tanker, Johnny?
I'm filling it up. I'm coming up to the farm now.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to carry on with that, Johnny?
You could, because I'm dying for a coffee.
Oh, right, well, say no more. Once I'm in, I'll jump in the truck and go fill that pit up. I gather it's empty.
No, I've taken about 5 loads up there now. They were mulching
Right.
the field and I was filling up the... Oh, shit.
Right.
I hit the button. Poor truck, I'm sorry.
Right.
Those mirrors need adjusting. Can't see what the hell's behind me.
I could have actually just filled up from the tank, from the pit. But,
Oh, you could have, but then it doesn't really matter. You're only waiting a second.
Isn't this a buy and sell?
No.
Or is it a lot?
Just a storage tank,
Tippet.
mate. Yeah.
Storage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can fill from it, but
Yeah. You can overload into it.
yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
It will empty it at some stage. Now, where are you, Brummy?
I'm at the where the header is. Come down the field.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'll
I
be
see.
I'm by the header.
The header you parked right in the roadway. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't park it there.
Oh, I didn't.
I haven't used the harvester.
Not today.
I never used the harvester on this field last time either.
Oh.
So I was seeding last time. I was doing the field 5 and 6 while you lot were doing this. And then what I was doing... What was I doing? Feeding the cows?
No.
Huh?
I said you don't even know what you were doing.
Yeah, I was feeding the cows.
Oh, right.
All right, I'm going to go and get a coffee and I shall return. Unless I don't.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like it when it's this hot.
No, I don't like it when it's hot and muggy, and it's not been too bad today because there's been a breeze. Been quite windy up here as well. So
Okay.
the wind just took the edge off it enough. But we did
But
most of wandering about
Yeah.
yesterday
Okay.
because we knew it was coming and we don't like it, so...
Nah. Well, the thing is I mean, if we got it more regularly,
Well,
then
yeah,
it
you
wouldn't be so bad.
can nice to it. If you got it more than a day,
Well, today it's been down here. It's been like 31 degrees, and they said it's been the hottest here today than it has been in 15 years or something.
okay.
And they were saying it's hotter here than it has been in Jamaica. I mean, I thought it was always hot in Jamaica.
I always thought it was hot in Australia, but it was -5 the other morning.
Oh, okay.
Where Chris is.
Mm.
That's a point I could do with putting his chat up on YouTube.
Well, at least we haven't got it like we've got it there, like they've got it in Spain, have we? I mean, what they got over there? 42. That's just nuts.
Well, that's true. I mean, Alien Paul, he's not done any streaming this week. It's been too warm.
Oh, is he in Spain, is he?
No, he's in Germany.
Oh, okay.
It's been as bad over there.
Yeah.
It's really had it hot. We've just got the tail end of it as usual.
Yeah.
Tail end of everything.
But, I mean, people are complaining that it's only 30 degrees. What would they be like if it was 42? Do you know what I mean? They'd be dying.
We all know what they're like. They didn't live through the 70s.
Well, yeah.
We had 6-8 months of it, didn't we?
Well, we used to have a lot of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And we used to have that white stuff that used to be called snow.
Yeah, it did.
Don't get that very much anymore.
No. Garbage,
Where's
isn't
Johnny?
it?
Where's Johnny took the tanker? Where's the
Yeah,
tanker?
I've just got filling up. I'll be with you in a second.
It's okay. I'll just take it from the pit.
Because I'm sort of... It filled you up, offloaded into the pit and go and fill the tanker up again, you see.
Yeah.
Fill you up on the way back.
Did Johnny step away?
He did.
Yeah. You can't get a cup of coffee.
Caffeine intake. Which I don't blame him. So how are you, Josh?
Doing okay.
Good.
Figuring out lots of cool stuff in the game and spending time arguing with giants.
Oh, that one I give up as a bad job.
What was the arguing with giants about?
Oh, gosh. So no one else told me how to do it, but I figured out how to do something in the game, and I don't think Giants likes it. And so I submitted a mod that uses it's called the parent file directive.
Yes, I remember.
Which is an XML thing that allows you to basically take something else and modify it however you want, and it lists it as another mod. So basically basing one mod off of another. And so I created a mod that's based off of another person's mod. And I submitted to Giants for testing.
Piracy.
without getting the other person's permission. But technically it's listed as a dependency, so you can't use my mod without having the other person's mod. And Giants is I'm arguing with Giants that it's a valid mod, and they're trying to tell me that it's not. But the problem is, and I understand, like, whatever, I don't care. It's not a big deal to me at all. It's just an argument, a point for arguing. But the answers that they're giving me are very, very vague, and they trigger my argumentative nature because they're giving me these crap answers about why they won't accept it. And then they're giving stuff like, what did they say that right here, hold on. Their answer was that you're additionally, your mod is sadly feature-wise not enough for the mod hub. Like, what does that even mean? Not enough. Like, do they have a measurement somewhere of what is enough? Is it the fact that my mod is only 10 lines of XML mean that it's not enough for mod hub because it's only 10 lines of code? Like, because I figured out a better way to do something than they know how to do. Now they're giving me a hard time because mine is not enough. Whatever.
Yeah, or maybe they mean that it doesn't change the mod enough to make it a different mod or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to log out and log back in. I've got slag.
No, and you know, it's either way. It's just a matter of point for me. I do this for a living.
Yeah.
You know, software development's my thing, and what they're doing is basically they're failing my thing for an arbitrary reason that it has no basis in documentation or anything. If they want to say that there's a limitation on mods saying that your mod has to do at least this much difference from the original mod for it to be qualified as a new mod, sure, that's fine. Document it. And don't tell me that it's not enough until you give me a measurable reason why it's not enough.
Reason for it, yeah.
There has to be a measurable thing in there.
But they did the same thing with Oxygen, David, don't they? I can't remember what map it was actually, but he put a map out, and they said that they took it back. They released it, then they took it back down because of copyright issues. And they said to him, "Oh, there's a texture that you need to take out." They never told him which one. It's just a texture. And
yeah, it's the arbitrary nature of their comments and reasons why they fail mods. I honestly think, based on what I've understood from talking to people and talking to other modders, is very arbitrary at times. And how do you have a consistent system if you don't have rules? And if you have rules, then share those rules and document those rules so that people can follow the rules. Otherwise, it's up to the attitude of the person who's testing your mod on whether or not it gets accepted. And that's not a valid system from my perspective. That's a flawed system that can't ever be successful because...
That's a biased system, because if you pee him off, he'll say, right, well, sod you. Your mod's not going through.
Yeah, but it's... like Andy said to me before, he said that when they test your mod, if they fail a mod and you resubmit it, say if you have to resubmit it 4 times, for instance, it's not going to be it might not be tested by the same person ever again.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? Right. So, which is just nuts.
It is, because
it's arbitrary though.
Person A tested and found the problem. Person B has a look at it and says, well, that's all right now, but I see this is wrong. And, and you have to fix what he found and so on. And yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming to the point where you go, I can't be bothered.
I can see how people would get very frustrated by the way this process is. Obviously, this is my first mod that I've ever submitted. It's my first time through it, so I'm not like complaining or discounting what other people have gone through. Yeah. I'm just, I think, realizing the failures in it. But not only that, like, I do this for a living. Like, I know how to solve this problem. It's a very, very easy problem to solve. But I think that part of it is that they don't see it as a problem. Right?
Yeah.
That's part of the issue.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, it can't be a problem because they never found it.
But the one shining grace in all of their comments, the one thing that makes me happy is the first line of the message, which said, "Indeed, the report you got and the guidelines that we have provided, essentially, do not line up 101 to 1. Since the situation you've created with your mod has never happened before. So I have done something that no one else has ever done before. And I'm causing like, I don't know, heartache or something on their end." Which kind of makes me happy because I'm literally like introducing a new process to them because no one else has ever tried doing what I've done. Which, you know, kind of makes me feel good. In some way, because Oh, sorry, Brummy.
That's all right.
Because I've done something different. You know? And good. I'm glad that I'm making waves. I'm glad that I did something different. Maybe it'll get them to rethink how they do stuff. If that can help other modders, then that makes, you know, then I've done my job.
That's it. The only time it'll work though is if they actually listen to what's being said. Otherwise,
True.
it's just
Very true.
waste of time in it. And to be honest, they probably won't.
I'm sure they won't. I don't matter. I don't care. I like stirring up waves and solving problems in interesting ways more than I like just kowtowing to, you know, something someone says just because they say it.
Yeah.
Why
This
is this
is the
correct?
best way to
Because.
do it because we said so.
Because, like, that's not an answer.
No.
Ian was coming out and back in.
Yeah, I thought she was already back.
No. Seem to be having lag issues tonight.
Paid your internet bill.
Maybe the router station outside near to your house is melted or something.
Duh. That wouldn't surprise me.
When I was with Virgin Media before, I used to get bad internet, and they said to me, oh, it's because you're too far away from the junction box. And I'm like, what junction box? I'm like, you mean the one that's right opposite my house? And they're like, oh, no. They gave me the postcode of this this junction box. I'm like, yeah, that's the one right opposite my house. So they sent out an engineer, and I was talking to he came along, and I was talking to him, and I said, so what's the distance of these cables in this junction box? I goes, how many feet is it? He goes, what do you mean, how many feet? He goes, it's something like a mile or something, something like that. Maybe because they have to have them at certain spaces. And I said to him, I was like, well, when I phoned them up, they told me I wasn't close enough to this one. And he's like, where'd you live? I was there. And then he checked it, and he's like, no, because he says one of the wires inside is melted.
I'm still loading.
It's still loading, but you're actually enjoying the game.
All I know.
Might have to reset your router, mate.
Router's been reset.
Who are you with?
Me, I'm with Virgin.
Oh, well. There you go. Maybe you're too far away. Maybe you're too far away from the junction box.
Next door but one.
Huh?
It's next door but one.
Exactly. So you're too far away. It only does next door.
Yeah, you're definitely too far away.
Best one
How
ever.
dare you?
Best one I ever heard was I was having problems and I rang up and they said, oh, you know, they spent a half an hour pinging me and having me go through different screens on my computer to figure out what was wrong. And they said, Oh. Your modem, how far away from the computer is it? And I said, it's right beside me here. I'm looking at it. It's right next to the computer. Oh, okay. The cable that goes from there to the plug on the wall, how far away is that? And I said, oh, it's about, let me see it. I said about 5 or 6 meters. Oh, okay. And how long's the cable? Is it an extra long one? I said, no, it's a 10-meter cable. Oh, maybe the cable's too short. What do you
That's a
mean?
good one.
What do you mean it's too short?
Too short, too long might have been an answer. Too short is not valid
That's
at
right.
all.
That's right. And anyway, he said, "Do you have another cable?" I said, "Well, I have an extension cable. For if other people come here, and it's about 20 foot long." Oh, can you plug that one in? Okay, so I plugged that one in, and he said, "Oh," and it wasn't any different. He said, "Oh, well, maybe that cable's too long." What? What? Cable that's just right is too short, and the cable that's long is too long. What drugs are you on, mate? You know. Bloody stupid.
Yeah, I mean, gone are the days where technical support was actually supportive.
They knew what they were talking about.
No, well, if you work for a tech centre, you've got a little clipboard and it's got a list of questions and possible answers. And once they run through that, that's it. Their hands are tied. Because they don't know. They're not actually technicians. They're just people they pull off of the street and say, someone rings, read this out.
Yeah, exactly. Just read it off the screen, don't they?
First level support is almost always not technical support. If you want to get to actual support, you have to get second or third tier support.
Yeah, and people get angry at these people, and I have too in the past. But it's not their fault. They're not really suited to the job that they've been given to do. I mean, all you have to do to be tech support is know how to read. Doesn't say anything about needing to speak English. That's what I hate more than anything else. You ring someone up and they say something to you and it's all broken English and you go, what? And they say it again. Could you repeat that? Is there something wrong with your phone? No, I can't understand you. Could you repeat that? And you've got to do that with everything they say about 5 or 6 times. God, I had one tech support hang up on me because I couldn't understand him. I was there forever going, what? Can you repeat that? What? And the guy just cracked the shits and hung up. And you know what he did? About a half an hour later, he called me back and he said, I knew who, he said who he was again. This was from tech support. Oh, okay. And as clear as a bell, he said, it's the first thing I understood. I'm going to come around there and kill your wife and children. And then hung up again. What the fuck? Poor guy must have been under a lot of stress. Good luck with that. He was from Pakistan or India or somewhere.
Mind you, half an hour on the phone with you, I can understand him being stressed.
Yeah. It's pretty hard when English is not your first language. You're trying to talk to someone whose English is the first language. And I'm sure it's vice versa. When the internet first became a thing and you rang up for tech support, like over here, we always got an Australian. It wasn't until later on that they started employing overseas call centres. You know,
Yeah.
5 or 10 years later, between 5 and 10, they started talking to Indians over here. I don't know about over there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Over
Yeah.
here.
But in saying that,
Ooh.
I've talked to some that are very, very well spoken. You know, you can still hear the
Oh yeah.
Indian Pakistani dialect, but it's as clear as a bell, and they talk really good. It's when you get one that can barely say hello, that's when it gets frustrating for both people.
Well, yeah, it would do, wouldn't it? Because you're there asking them to repeat what they say. They've got to repeat it,
Yeah.
and then maybe have to repeat it again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
I don't understand why it's actually like that. I mean, obviously, I do understand why it's like it because it's cheap. It's cheaper than it is over here.
Mm.
But
It's
say,
also 24/7.
yeah, but there should be like a criteria for the people that work in these call centres. They should have a good
especially.
grasp of English,
Yeah,
or don't use them. It's as simple as that. Because I mean,
yeah. Use them for local, and use the ones more
Yeah.
experienced in speaking other languages. That particular language
Yeah.
where they're running a call centre for a place. You know.
exactly. Because I mean, if you're phoning a big company, and you're getting somebody on the other end of the phone who can't understand what you're saying, and you can't understand what they're saying, the call's not going to go very well,
No.
and it's not going to look good on the company itself. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I know.
because they're employing these people at the end of the day
Mm.
that don't understand the language of the person they're talking to, and the person that they're talking to doesn't understand their language.
No.
So it gets frustrating for both,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it
Sure
looks
does.
bad on the company. So, yeah, it don't make sense.
No, definitely not.
Because I mean, over here we used to. Well, I don't think we've got many call centres left over here, but most of them used to be 24 hours. You know, because the
Yeah.
people would work in shifts. They'd work 8 hours, and they'd have like 3 shifts during the day.
Yeah. 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 No, they're all 24 over here. There was a period where they worked to the time clock, like you couldn't ring them after 9 or before 7. You know, in the morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all ended up being 24 hour.
Well, generally, those ones had if it was an emergency, you could ring another number.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And it's the same with all these scammers. I mean, none of them can speak very good English, and they try and tell you that they're like in your hometown or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But there's a guy, can't remember his name, but he runs a YouTube channel, and I think it's called Beat the Scammers or something. And he goes to town on them. He does. He actually gets into their computer. He hacks them.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah, I've watched videos of that.
the name they give wasn't the real name, but he knew their real name and everything.
Yeah, and he could tell them where they were, what address it was, and what story of the building you're in, what offices, you know.
Yeah, because he hacks into their CCTV of their call centres, and he hacks into the phone and everything. Brilliant.
Yeah, it is good.
and they say that they're in like some certain town, and he's like, okay, what's the name of us? Name one restaurant in that town, and then they start going on Google, and he goes, no, without going on Google. He's like, oh, I'm not going on Google. He goes, yeah, you are. I can see you.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I had
Bloody
somebody
scammers.
ringing you.
You had somebody ring you up now?
I had somebody ringing me from Birmingham about the housing association.
Oh, that was you. Sorry, mate, I didn't realise.
I'm still in chat. I'm gonna drop out of the game for a little bit. I gotta get some work done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, then.
Alright.
But yeah, he probably wasn't in
empty.
Birmingham. He was probably in the Philippines or in India somewhere.
I come up Birmingham.
Yeah, that's what they do. They do something
reroute.
called It's called
Yeah.
number spoofing. So basically, they can phone from any number from one number and make it look like another number. That's how some of these people get caught with these scams, because they phone people and they say, "Oh well, we're from your bank," and the way they get people to believe them, which I think is just a dumb idea anyway, but people still fall for it, is they say, well, if you look on the back of your card, you'll see that the number I'm phoning you from is the number on the back of your card. And it is. So
Sorry, mate. There you
people believe it.
Yeah.
What are we putting in that field then, Johnny?
Something with straw.
We've already got a wheat field on the go.
Yeah, but it's only little.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't understand how some of these cons. I
we'll
don't
go
understand
double
how
wheat.
people actually fall for them.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Pretty sad. But they're old, a lot of them are old, vulnerable people. And that's the worst thing about scammers. I mean, if they picked on the rich, I couldn't care less, but they pick on struggling retirees, they've got no money. Or,
Yeah, but they don't just pick on them sort of people. They pick on anybody.
Oh,
Anybody who they think is an easy target, they'll pick on them.
Yeah, and the
I mean,
vulnerable.
I've heard stories of
vulnerable.
people losing tens of thousands of pounds.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? It's nuts.
Yeah.
One person even lost something like 160,000 quid. But that's just crazy.
Yeah. Now I'm not turned on, I'm lowered, everything's right. Right.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Well, I mean, they go on about these phishing emails and stuff like that, but I mean, they've been around a long time.
Oh, God, yeah. I remember when I first got the internet, and I was, like right at the beginning of the internet, and I started getting emails from some African prince, What the hell? You read this thing.
Yeah.
I actually had a long-term conversation, emails going backwards and forwards with one guy, because I thought, all right. okay, so how do I get this money? Oh, you've got to send us X amount and X amount, and we will deposit the rest into your bank account. Oh, okay. So I'd send an email back. You know, it took a couple of days in between emails. Oh, okay. Well, tell you what, just to make it a lot easier, in this next email, I said, why don't you take that money that I'm supposed to pay you out of my inheritance or, you know, prize, and then send me what's left.
Do that, shouldn't I?
And then, you know, wait a couple of days. Oh, we can't do that. No, we need the money up front. I said, well, you've got them. Then I sent an email back. But, yeah, you've got the money there. You said it's ready to transfer into my account. So you've got the money up front. So take it out of the winnings and send me the winnings. And you'd wait a couple of days, 3-4 days, and get another email back. No, we can't do that. You must send us 1,000 or 2,000, whatever it was, to us. We will please confirm this, and then we will reply with our account details. And that was it. You know, after a couple of weeks, I'd had enough fun.
Yeah, I even got emails from the director of the FBI telling me that this one person was trustworthy person and, you know, salt of the earth type of thing. I'm like, oh yeah, well, that's interesting. So I forwarded the email to the director of the FBI himself.
Yeah.
And just said, I thought you'd like to know that this scam's going around, and this person says that that you can vouch for him.
Uh-huh.
They never got back to me, obviously, but you know.
No.
But I thought it was a bit of a cheek, really.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just because he says the director of the FBI thinks he's trustworthy, I should believe him.
Yeah, you should, mate. Come on.
Oh, do you think he was telling the truth?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, I feel guilty now.
There's quite a few videos on YouTube about scammers calling the wrong number. You know, there's quite a few where they rung the police department of a certain place.
Yeah, I saw that one.
There's quite a
the
few.
chief of police was hilarious.
And yeah, there was another one. I've seen that one. And there was another one. Well, actually, there's a lot. But I watched one. There was a female desk sergeant, and she picked up the phone, and it was a scammer. And you know, it was so funny. She was really good. God, she had him on the phone for half an hour. It was just so hilarious.
Mm. Well, the one I saw, it was the chief of police and some, I can't remember what it was, somewhere in America. And this scammer was trying to tell him that he was the chief of police in that town.
Yeah.
And he's there talking to him. He's like, "Oh, really? What? So, what do I need to do?" And he goes, "You got to keep going through all the spiel, telling him what he's got to do and all that." And he turned around to me and says, "I don't really believe that you're the chief of police." And he's like, "No, I am really. If you phone this number, they will tell you." And he's like, the number that you're phoning me on. And he's like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I'm actually the chief of police in this town." And he hung up. The scammer just hung up.
Yeah.
Because they always know when they're caught, don't they? Because,
They do. They do. Like those You know, the ones we were talking about earlier that scam the scammers. And he's watching the office security cameras while he's trying to scam the scammers. And I was watching this one guy. He pulled them to pieces, and towards the end of it, you could see on the footage, because he was doing like a live proper video with his little picture in the corner like yours, and then you get a full screen of what he's looking at. And they're all running around throughout the office like scared little girls, and destroying stuff and pulling files out and throwing them in bins and stuff like this, and shredding papers and pulling out monitors. And God, it was hilarious. They were destroying the office they were in and running for the hills. Oh, it was bloody funny. Thoroughly deserved.
I love it when they get payback.
Yeah.
Can't think of that guy's name though. He's a Scottish guy, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, could you just imagine it now? Some Indian scam agency ringing some Irish guy or Scottish guy, and they're trying to talk to each other. God, that'd be alert. That'd make a good comedy show.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, certain parts of Scotland anyway, the accent's
really thick.
strong,
That's what I meant, where it's really thick, or where it's really thick Irish, where they still speak half whatever that language is they used to speak. Gaelic. That's it. Yep. And English. Geez, that'd be funny. Oh, you're going that way, mate.
Well, I went out with a Scottish girl once for about 3 weeks or something, and I couldn't even understand a single word she said.
Yeah, but depends on what you were going out with her for. Did it matter?
No.
Out of bloody way. Yeah. Oh, I love the Scottish dialect. I think it sounds nice.
Yeah. I don't like the Scouse dialect though, because I do listening to it, but not when there's somebody standing in front of you speaking, because they can't speak without spitting all over you.
Oh.
It's all that.
Yep. Well, the two Scottish women I play ESO with can't notice the dialect. Not the Scottish dialect that I've heard before. One lives in Glasgow and sounds more English than Scottish. And the other one lives in France and has done for about 20 years, 30 years. And you can't notice her dialect anymore. Oops.
It's all right. I'll get it.
Yeah, no, I didn't realise the bloody thing wasn't down. And then I thought, well, you can get that.
Yeah. The reason I go up and down is because it's less turning.
Yeah, I know,
Do
but
you know
the
what I
reason
mean?
I go this way is because it's not so hilly and slow.
I don't know. This is doing okay.
Yeah. Didn't say it wasn't.
Oh, Jamie said he might be on later.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because he said yesterday he didn't think he would, but you never know.
Yeah, it
That's right.
depends on these circumstances.
Yeah.
And that be that.
Tiny little bit up there.
Yeah, it didn't take long, did it?
No. Something needs repairing here. I don't know what it is. One of these three. Come around, you pain in the butt. Looks like someone took the drive through the field back there. Bloody hell.
Somebody's been driving through the field.
Oh, there's a big chunk missing out of here. Looks like someone's taken a circle around here. Never mind.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
I think it was from me a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I think it was too, yeah, I remember.
No. Yeah, well, yeah, it had to be me, did it?
Arguing with Jamie or something. They had phone headers.
Oh, could have been, yeah. Bloody hell. Rough, eh?
Don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what we're talking about.
I do not, because I was arguing with Phil. Don't you remember when Phil just started laughing about something and you're like, what are you...
Jamie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and somebody says, what are you laughing at? He's like, nothing. He's like, I'm not grass.
Yeah.
Right, so what's next on agenda?
Parking this.
Do what now?
I'm going to park this. Is Jamie still in here?
Jamie, you mean Josh?
Josh?
I'm still here. I'm just hanging out. If you guys
No,
need
I meant
help,
in
I
the
can log
game
back in.
because I'm going to sleep. That was all.
No, I logged in.
No. You need to roll that field first, John.
Oh, you haven't enrolled it yet. Why'd you ask me what's next to be done?
Because I've just looked on the thing to see what needed doing.
Oh, I see.
Oh, goodness sleep. 12 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah,
Siesta time.
siesta time, mate. Bloody hell, we're in 12 minutes into overtime.
Amazing.
I'm going to be needing matchsticks shortly.
It'd be nice if you parked that straight.
It is straight.
Yeah. To a blind man, that's perfect.
Well, I'm halfway there.
Lined up, perfect.
Hey, I'm not half when it comes to being perfect. I'm half blind though. See, with the precision farming, it should, you know, like it gives you the map overlay when you're doing fertilizing or whatever, seeding. It should give you that when you're doing the rolling as well, shouldn't it?
Well, it should show you it rolling in the mini-map. It'd be nice.
Well, there are two different systems, right?
Mm-hmm.
One's precision farming. One is the base game map system.
Yeah, that's right.
So yes, it would definitely be nice. I've always wanted to see that for mulching, for rolling, for weeding, be able to see that particular view in the mini map.
Yeah, I think it'd be good because you always
That's
got
your next project there, Josh.
You've always got to check the big map to see if you've missed anything.
I don't need any additional projects. Not right now.
Yeah, but it could be just like a little side project. It'll take you half an hour.
No, don't give me. you know very well that it won't be.
Ah, come on, a man with your talents, you know.
Oh God.
Maybe an hour. Am I convincing you yet?
No.
You suck up much?
I'm just trying to convince him, that's all. But then again, the seed has been planted now, hasn't it? So.
I've been thinking that since I started playing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know if you could do it as part of a mod. Logically, just because you planted the seed, jerk. The code to be able to do it should be in precision farming. So in the precision farming mod, which is a mod that's downloadable, should have the logic in it to be able to do it. But I'm not.
It's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm looking at something else. Leave me alone.
You watch. We'll come here next week to play this thing, and he'll be saying, "Oh yeah, I figured out how to do that." There.
Mm-hmm. No. If anything, next week I want to be coming in and saying, "Yeah, I published a video on how to do that." I'd rather share what I've learned instead of just keeping it to myself.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, if you make a video, like a tutorial video on how to do something, then, you know, other people can figure out how to do it. And like you say, it helps other people then, doesn't it?
Yeah. And believe me, I'm good at writing documentation. I love doing that. So if I can write it out, all you have to do is figure out how to record it. Yeah, you have noticed.
We need have as well. One of the tablets that shows GPS. uses the mini map, so you know where you've been and where you're going, where it leaves the line.
That would be a cool update to the guidance steering mod to be able to show.
Yeah.
In the mini map, in the tablet, inside the cab. That would be super cool.
Yeah, because all these versions in Farm Sim and none of the stuff inside the cabs even work, do they? You'd think they'd actually
you've
get
got
it.
the Speedo and the Taco. You've got the Speedo and the Taco. What more do you want? Jesus. What the hell are you doing? You're going that way again.
I'm doing this bit because I thought you were going to go that way.
I'm going that way. Get off me line. Ah, the hell.
Just
What,
can't get
help these days. Seriously.
Well, I was trying to help, but you know.
Do that little bit there in the corner that I missed, because you're such a helpful guy.
Come back and do it yourself.
All right then. You're gonna be like that, nasty man. There'd be bloody seed in real life. There'd be seed getting splattered everywhere. Jesus.
This ain't real life, is it?
No, thank God for that.
Oh, no, yeah.
It'd be broke as church mice. Even broke it. The bank would have come by now, put a foreclosure on the property, the sale sign out the front.
Well, yeah, that's because you keep sleeping in the middle of the bloody day.
No. You know what they say, when in Rome, do like the Romans. When in Spain or wherever we are, do like the Spanish.
So does that mean when you go to Germany, you've got to invade Poland?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, was that too soon?
Yeah, no. It's all a hoax anyway, you know. Never happened.
No, of course it didn't. I'm going to get there before you.
No, I'm going to get there before you. But because I'm more courteous, I shall stop.
So because you didn't want to damage your tractor.
Yeah, which you're in. That's my tractor.
Is it?
Alright, Ian's done an oops.
Well, I think the tractor knows that I'm in it instead of you because it's working today instead of sitting on the edge of the field like normal. What you done here?
Nothing.
Nobody saw him do it.
You don't sound very convincing.
No, not a thing.
Shit.
$384,000 litres.
Of what?
In storage?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Cool.
shall go and get another one and I'll fetch it to the field. And then it's Kit Kat time.
Uh-huh.
I don't think this field actually needs doing again. It might do, I'm not sure.
What? What do you mean?
This field don't need doing again, does it?
No.
Slurrying.
No.
We
I don't
already did
think
it
so.
twice.
I don't think so, according to the... When you get out of the tractor and stand, it
Alright
doesn't.
then.
What are you guys planting there?
Wait.
Wait.
Let's have a look. The nitrogen perfect pH good 6750 of 7170 of 160 nitrogen where I'm standing. That's alright.
Yeah,
It's alright.
6.750 on this end as well.
Yeah, should be right. Should be right.
You can reach oops.
No. Right.
McCarmston's map's getting a makeover.
Yours, is it?
What are you doing now?
Yeah. It's actually getting a proper cattle market.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Instead of
Animated
one that
cows?
looks like on a Texan ranch.
You going to put animated cows in it?
I'd like to.
Put grazing cows in it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Are you building off of Comsden 1.2?
Yeah,
Like the latest version?
yeah.
I'll take that version.
I did a couple of gates, one that's there in real life and one that isn't.
The next thing on my list of once I get those other things finished up is to do an updated oil factory for that version of Comston that also does linseed.
How are you going there,
look
Rand?
out.
Can we sleep? Or are you still busy?
Yeah, you can sleep if you want. I'll just pull off the road. And Have a
See,
Or
kid.
did you
the-
ask something, Ian?
What were you saying you were adding to the oil factory?
Oh, I want to add a custom oil factory for Calmsden to also have linseed oil as an output.
Oh, right, yes.
To have something to do
What-
with the linseed that you're growing on Calmsden.
What about sunflower oil as well?
Yeah, I was going to do sunflower oil, soybean oil, and linseed oil.
Hmm.
What about olive oil?
Yeah.
No,
Olive
I wouldn't
oil,
like it.
actually, olive oil is not a crop on Calmsden.
No, they wouldn't grow many olives over there. There might be an olive tree in someone's backyard somewhere, but not as a crop.
Yeah.
Both times they've done Farmer Klein has done a review on it. He's pointed it out that you can't grow olives on Calmsden and taken off points for it.
Yeah.
And Oxygen David is like, I don't care. No. It's not contextual.
We're in England, we're not in the Mediterranean.
Exactly.
Or in California, where you can virtually grow anything.
Well, that's why on Bourne Heath I took out the when the starter map, I took out that the AI doesn't plant cotton or sugar beet, sugar
But you
cane.
can do that?
Yeah. Of course you can.
Oh, I didn't know that. You can tell the AI basically which crops to plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
That's
just
super
you
good.
just there's a line in the fill types. You just put I think it says something like show on
Prevent AI.
PDA, and you just put it to false instead of true.
Oh, so if it's not on the PDA, then the
The AI
AI
won't
won't
plant
plant
it
it.
now.
Yeah, but you can tell them to plant a percentage more of one certain crop than others, because they're on some maps, a certain field.
Wonder how they do that.
You only get sugar beets, no matter what.
Right.
They harvest it, and there's sugar beet the next time, sugar beet the next time, sugar beet the next time. It happens with other fields too, where it's nearly always wheat or barley, and then there are others that are random. And cotton.
Well, maybe
There's
that's
another
in,
one that
maybe
you
that's
see
in
on
the field
some fields.
type as well. Maybe
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd say
but
so.
maybe they haven't done that. All they've done is they took everything else out.
Yeah.
And just left sugar beets in.
Yeah. Or,
Because
some of
maybe
them
there's
may
a
only be
percentage thing in there. I don't know. I never saw that.
Yeah. Or they leave 2 or 3 in there, and that's all that field will grow, 2 or 3 different crops, while it's owned by the AI,
Does the other horse need riding, Johnny, or have you done it?
Yeah, no, it needs riding. I'll ride these before I see what we need to do on fields, if anything. What's that?
Not let me out.
If you appear inside the lean-to, just jump off and the horse will be outside.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, it wouldn't let me out of the...
No, it won't let you out of there.
enclosure.
So you get off and then the horse respawns outside, usually.
Yeah, that's what happens, just.
Oh, that's a path going down there. I didn't know that. Cool.
Good.
We've got a full tanker of milk.
Beautiful. That can be sold.
Dairy.
Mm-hmm.
Best price, even though it's going down.
Yeah, no, might as well do it. Didn't know this little walk path goes around behind the farmhouse, past the dam. It's cool.
It's the dam. Where did you go?
Around the back of the dam, there's a little footpath down beside the dam.
Means pond.
Oh, right, okay. It's me looking for a dam.
Well, it is. It's a dam or a pond
Or a pond.
or an outdoor swimming pool.
Not in. Well, it could be in the maps country, yeah.
Mate, you wouldn't go near some of the water I've gone in for a swim with. Into.
Not over there. No chance. We'll get eaten by crocs.
Not in my part of the
Snakes.
country, but yeah, you could. There's snakes around here, though, that swim past you as you're swimming.
Sack that for a game of soldiers.
That's when you learn to swim really
I
fast.
actually don't mind riding the horses on this, you know, because it's relaxing a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I have nothing against riding the horses. I think they are good money once you breed them up and they start breeding. Like this one's old enough, that one you're riding isn't, to breed. So... I have to wait for that one to get old enough. Where are you, you shit? No, going for a walk?
Yeah, they always disappear, and then sometimes you
When you get
can't
off.
clean them.
Yeah, you got to
to
wait
clean
for them to have their little wander all over the place. Wait for them to stop. There's a map. There was a map released earlier in the week. Farmer Klein did a video on it, and it's got a huge, and I mean huge,
I saw that
horse
massive horse
area, and it's a
field.
4x map.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad looking map, but the horse area is absolutely huge, and it holds like 50
Is that
horses.
PGR Silver
No,
or something?
no, the other one.
Or Silver.
No, PGR Sylvan I've played before.
Yeah, we played it.
Played a lot on that, actually.
19, don't we?
Yeah, Andy and I played it for ages.
Westeron? Was it Westeron?
Grob something, I think it's called.
Oh, the Glosh something.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pronounced Glosh.
And it is a 4x map, and it's not a bad looking map, really. But then when I saw this horse thing, and it was huge. Like, it's about as big as... let me have a look on our map. It's about as big, and it's all enclosed, and it's placeable. It's
Field
about as
5,
big
Field
as
6.
Field 8, and it holds 50 horses. And,
Field 8.
yeah, the one we got corn in at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought, you go back to the field and let the horse go, it's going to be a half an hour before you find it and catch it and clean it. It's going to take forever.
It's also, it's also not accurate. I mean, you'd never have a horse field that big because it would take too long to corral the horses.
Yeah, we have horse pastures that big here. We do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep.
My bad. Sorry.
How can the dairy be full?
How can the what be full?
Dairy.
Well, you can't sell any more to the dairy.
No. Got half a tank left.
Yeah, I've had that happen before.
I mean, it's a dairy.
Well, you're not
Take
at,
it
you're
off.
not at the dairy, are you?
It was. Going to the bakery now, see if I can sell some there.
Oh, the dairies. Where's the dairy?
Still need that production
dairy
mod that
was there?
updates all the productions to be unlimited until you buy it.
I didn't think the dairy would actually fill up. Didn't think it did. Where is the dairy? Oh, up here. Is that it? Warehouse
Yeah.
and dairy, yeah. Sorry, mate. I mean, we were taking plenty of it. We were delivering a full tank nearly every day on it last week.
Yeah, because the
Was
dairy's a sell point, isn't it? It's not
It's not a
production
production.
thing, is it?
No. No.
Well, it's
Yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe the trigger moved. Maybe the trigger moved with lag or something.
Mm.
That could.
Right.
took 6%.
I reckon the dairy will take that if you went back there.
Well, Daddy was saying to load up, I think. I'll go back and check.
Could have
See
been a
which
lag
plane.
thing, mate, honestly.
Could have been.
Bugger.
Oh, do we have any barley?
Any barley?
Oh, no, we haven't.
We got lots of other stuff,
Because
but
there's
not barley.
there's a contract that pays 73,000 for 107,000 litres of barley.
Oh, yeah.
How much hay do we have? Do we have 228,000 litres? Probably not.
No.
170 something, I think.
Hey, 225,000 litres for only 30 grand. That's high road robbery. So, hey,
Is that how much they're paying for it?
Yeah, it's not getting any more milk.
that herbicide one would be worth it.
Really?
Yep.
No, I don't want to buy it.
Well, how much is herbicide?
I have no idea.
Let's find out. Herbicide. Herbicide is $2,400.
2,400 for
For
2,000 litres.
2,000 litres. Right, you got your calculator out?
No.
Why not? You should have it out. 39,000 litres. How much is that going to cost?
39,000.
Times 2.4.
Well, we're going to need, if it's 39,000, we're going to need 18, no, 19 of these, aren't we? So it's 19 of these. So 10 is 24,000, about 48 grand
There you go.
ish.
Yeah. And we're going to make
And how much that
116.
paying?
116 and a half. So take the truck and put 39,000 litres in it.
Ian's in the truck?
We've got two trucks. We've got the milk truck and the slurry truck. Take the slurry truck with the slurry tanker on it to the shop and put 39,000 litres in.
Didn't know we had another truck.
Yeah, we've got the Tatra and the Mac.
Oh, okay.
The Tatra is down at the cow farm.
Yeah, that's what Ian's in.
Yeah,
The milk.
I'm in the map now.
Wrong one. Next turn.
Sounds like somebody's fighting with his keyboard.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
fighting with people.
This map's got little weeds in it that look a little bit like Scotch thistle.
Yeah.
Never noticed them before. Get a lot of them around here.
Scotch thistle?
Mm-hmm. Get a lot of them here.
Those little purple ones?
Yep, the ones I'm looking at on my screen at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of them.
Right. Just going to make the missus a brew. Back shortly.
Oh, brew.
Yeah.
I thought you said going to get the missus a broom. So that's a bit harsh.
See, and I don't know why they didn't do it, but you know, like with the bales where you can buy like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bales. Why haven't they done it with like the IBCs and stuff?
They haven't.
Do it with the seeds and that as well.
Nuts. Yeah, when with Andy's Andy did a mod for it before, didn't I? Can't remember what it was
Yeah,
called.
yeah. Buy multiple things or something.
Yeah.
There's been like 6 or 7 mods that came out right when the beginning of the game came out, giving you the ability to buy bales and stuff like that in the shop.
Yeah.
But they all do it in like a very short-sighted kind of way, instead of, doing it in a very general way. It's always like specifically what they want, not.
Mm-hmm.
This thing doesn't take herbicide. Well, it looks at it, Johnny.
Don't it? Oh, that's a bugger.
Well, it is, yeah, because I've just bought like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 IBCs.
So instead of using the liquid trailer, use the bale trailer and bring the IBCs over one by one to the contract.
Yeah. Yeah, just get a flatbed and do it.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Will the flatbed take the what's?
Yeah.
But I thought they slurry tankers. I thought they.
I think you'll find it's Ian's trailer. The milk tanker will put herbicide in it.
Ah, right, okay. Well, I don't know if that's. Shall I try? Shall I take that one then and try that?
Yeah, man.
I'll leave the other one at the shop for now.
Oh,
I'll fetch it later.
Right.
That's if Ian's not in it. Ian's in it.
Right. That's better. Okay. Well, let me see. What's it under? Yeah, that one takes stuff, herbicide, but the other one, I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Slurry tanks. No, he doesn't take it.
So neither of them take it.
Yeah, the milk one takes it. I just said that.
Ah.
Milk one takes it, but the slurry one doesn't. Have you accepted the contract?
Not yet.
Make sure to do that before you start delivering it. I've done that before.
Definitely.
I've done it now.
Yeah, I was just about to do it. Pain up up.
Well, you asked me if I'd done it, so I thought, you want me to do it, so I did it.
Yeah.
Right, where's the flatbed?
Hey?
Where is the flatbed?
Well, you're going to do it in a flatbed now. What you doing in a milk tanker?
Well, that's what I was just told. I can't do it in the milk tanker because Ian's still in it and he's not here.
Oh. Well, that's a bugger. Yeah.
This one by the oil plant, is that the one you're talking about?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we don't have it turned on. That's right. Yeah, no, by the oil tank. What are you talking about? That little one? God, no.
By the oil plant.
No, the yellow one. The
Where's
Richard
that? I
Weston
don't know where
trailer.
it is.
Yeah, that's at the dairy. There's also a tractor there.
Ah.
Yeah, we don't have one for the semi truck.
Why
We
not?
might get one, but we haven't got one yet.
Two seconds. Hold on.
You're right. Found it. There's classes down there at the dairy. Do you want me to do it, mate? Hello? No? Now he's not talking to me. Jesus.
No, I did say 1 second. I've just got to do something.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Clearly.
No, I couldn't hear you clearly either.
But
Sarcasm gets you nowhere, you know.
Who's taking you where?
Shut up. Are you still in the Tetra? Yeah.
yeah,
Can I have it, please?
can you have it?
Yeah.
No?
I need it. I need it for the herbicide.
Where are you?
I'm at the main farm at the minute. I was just going to drive down and pick up the flatbed.
I'm at the dairy farm.
If you just jump out, I'll zone to it.
Uh-huh. Won't the slurry tank take it?
Nah,
No, the milk tank does, though.
Johnny's fault.
Yeah, well, of course. It's all my fault.
Well, of course it is. You told me it would, and it didn't.
No,
It's your
I
fault.
said it could, but it didn't. I didn't say it would. I said it could. But don't, so it won't.
All set for you.
We got 112,000 litres of liquid fertiliser.
Cheers,
How many is
mate.
the contract for?
It's not liquid fertilizer. It's
Herbicide.
herbicide. Yeah.
Oh, that's liquid fertiliser, yeah. Sorry, 112, yeah. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
Yeah, we don't have any liquid herbicide, I mean.
Well, we got some at the shop.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
One of those kind of herbicide tanks would be good.
Yeah.
I saw one on Mod Hub where they reskinned the diesel tank to be a liquid herbicide tank.
Oh, did they? Yeah. We don't use, we don't have weeds turned on, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be alright. We use weeds on other maps that I play, but not on this one. I can't remember why we didn't.
Don't know.
No. And the only reason we've still got liquid fertiliser is because we used to have the big boom self-propelled one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We traded that in for a big slurry tanker. There you go. You finished yet, Brummy?
I ain't even got to the shop yet.
Oh, I forgot. Okay.
Well, when he just picked up the truck.
Yeah. So
Bloody slave driver.
I know. Bloody good, eh? Keep it on your toes.
Why do you want me on my toes?
You want to go on to toes? What?
No, I said, why do you want me on my toes?
Well, there's nothing else to do. We have to sleep again. We're taking a day off after you deliver that.
Oh, so now you're going to sleep at 6:30 in the morning?
No, we're just taking the day off. There's no way to emulate taking the day off. Yeah, and he can emulate going to sleep. That's what John should put in the next game. Where you can click on it and say take the day off, and it whisks you away to a holiday destination and just shows a little screen of you having fun at the beach or something, and then come back instead of sleeping. How many days would you like away?
Johnny,
Weekend in Rio.
Johnny,
Yes.
what have you been smoking?
I think that'd be cool. You have your sleep trigger at one door, and beside it or just around the corner from it, you have a holiday trigger. And you can take up to 5 days holiday. And this little cutscene plays while you're off on holiday somewhere. What's wrong with that? Bloody good idea.
Yeah, okay. If you say so.
That wouldn't be impossible. You could select a day at the beach or a day at the zoo, and you could have cutscenes of, someone walking through the zoo. It only has to be short, 2 minutes.
What are you on?
Bloody good. How many litres did we need for that contract?
39, I think.
39. 39,000 litres, yeah. You want me to buy the fertiliser while you're filling up? Save you swapping screens?
Well, I'm 65%.
What do you got, 22 now?
I don't know what the capacity of this is.
Well, you're 70% full.
Yeah, and I've got 2 more. Well, I'm filling up from one, and I've got 2 more to fill from.
Okay.
So that's took to 24.
Oh, we've been ripped off a litre. That didn't equal 24. 23,999. Ripped off.
Oh, yeah.
32,000 litres.
Mm.
It holds 32.
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient. Not.
Well, I need 8 more then, Johnny. No, wait there.
Well, you fill that one
It's
up.
No, I need one more to fill this up,
Right.
and then which is 30,000 litres. I need 9,000 litres.
There you go. So we need another 7,000.
No, 9,000.
Oh, do you? Well, you're going to get 32 in that.
Oh, wait, oh yeah, it's not even full yet. I thought it was full. Well, my bad.
You want another one?
You asked boys.
We're still being ripped off a litre.
Oh no, yeah.
There we go. Got it back.
Right itself in the end. Yeah.
All right, take off. I'll buy 7.
Right.
I'm standing at it.
No, not. Don't buy 7
Why?
because they're 2,000 litres each.
Oh, all right. Won't buy 7 then.
Where do I need to take?
I want
it to?
7,000 litres.
Wholesale. Yeah, you want 7,000 litres. Yeah.
That's what I meant. I'm standing where you've got to be,
Oh.
mate.
Yeah, I know where it is. It's up. It's just up this road, isn't it?
It's got an exclamation on it. Okay, so 7,000 litres. So that's 2.
Do they not do the small ones like
That's
the 1,000
4.
litre ones?
No. 4. 6. 8. I think that's 8. You interrupted me. Typical.
I interrupted you. It's not my fault you have to take your shoes and socks off to count to 20.
Hey.
Are you going to say what you have to take and what you have to do to get to 21?
My nose cap? I don't wear a nose cap.
Yeah, that'll do. We'll go with that.
Round the back, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Just back her into that. You should be right. Or don't.
I thought that they run over you.
It's easy just doing that.
Yeah.
That's how I always come into this place.
Yeah.
It's easier. Right, never told me the percentage.
82%.
I know, yeah, but it usually comes up and says X amount for X percentage of contract completed.
Oh. Yeah. So what have we got there? 2, 4, 6, 8,000 litres. Right, that's good. That should be enough.
So you bought forward.
Had to.
No, I'm asking if you bought 4. You didn't buy 8 of them.
No.
Oh, okay.
That would be just silly. And incorrect.
Well, like I said, I know you can't count.
No. No, it's been a long time since I went to school. Used to be my highest subject, maths. Maths and English, believe it or not, was my two top subjects.
I choose not to believe that.
Then I got old.
But you got old after you left school.
Bloody oath.
Although saying that, my ex-brother-in-law, he was he looked like an old man when he was 16. He had grey hair. His hair was grey when he was 16.
My hair only started going grey about 15 years ago.
No, it's all the males in his family.
Oh yeah.
Like his brothers and sisters, and like I think that, and his uncles on his dad's side.
Oh, okay.
They all had the same thing. It's something to do with the blood or something. They had some different blood, and it just made them go grey by the time they were 16.
Poor kids.
Huh?
Poor kids.
Well, yeah. Stands a very good chance.
Bloody hell. It looks like we'll be doing corn and grass tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. After we go on our day's holiday.
Where are we going for the day then? We're going to go down the beach?
Well, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Go for a dip in the pond.
Yeah.
It's not a very big pond though, is it?
No, I go up one end, you go up the other end, there'll be plenty of room. It's quite clear water. Yeah, he's having a swim with all his clothes on. Should go to the thing and put your swimsuit on first, don't you? If that was a pond here, that water would be the same colour as the road, brown.
Yeah.
You, only 8% complete. Oh no, that was it. That's all of it. Yep. Lovely. Look at that. Done.
Oh, so there's some ploughing contracts now as well.
Oh, is that? You want to do that instead of fast forward? Or they're just little ones? Wrong button.
Field 1 and Field 11.
Ugh, they're not much though, are
No, I've just seen what the size of the fields are. Field 11's quite big actually.
they? Yeah,
So
for the
Field
money.
1?
For the money,
Yeah,
then.
That's rubbish. Why are the contracts so?
1 and 11. Field 1.
Yeah.
Field 1. Oh,
Right at the top,
one's
top
not
to the
bad.
northeast.
One's not too bad. Field 10, Field 11, not too bad. They're not that big. Remember, this is a standard size map. They're not that big.
Yeah. But you've got to pay like 1,600 just for the to borrow the equipment.
We've got equipment for plough. We don't need to borrow.
Do you want to take it? Take the two then?
Well, we've got 3 ploughs. 3 of us could knock them over in 10 minutes.
25's opposite Field 8.
What is there, 3?
I don't know what it is.
That was a cultivating one.
Oh, is that cultivator, is it?
Yeah.
No, we might as well knock the two ploughing ones over. Yeah, torch on, I ain't having trouble soon.
Mhm.
Well, you nearly got it. Have you accepted both of them, Romy?
I have done, yes.
Cool.
Oh,
Yes?
the sound went in my.
Does that
Does there.
dead?
Wasn't at the start of the game, but it started happening like it does on all maps.
Yeah.
It starts,
Yeah.
sound disappears at
Like
certain buildings.
creepy.
Don't understand why it does it. Just does it. Doesn't matter what map you're on.
So it's got to be something to do with the camera angles, I think.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because when you're in, you lose the sound, but you can still hear the beep from the weather station.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one we doing first then?
I'm heading to 1.
What was the other one?
11.
11.
11.
One's at the top here and the 11's just down a bit. I'm thinking you get to it this way. It'll be the one that is got doovers on it.
The one that's got a big number 1 in the middle of it.
Well, that'll be it. That'll be a good start. No, it's been limed. Oh, we missed out on liming it. Bloody bastard.
Oops.
What happened then?
Oh, I don't know.
You're on a straight bit of road there.
No, I just came out of the junction.
So you're weaving down the road.
Yeah,
Drunk.
I sort of lost control when I was coming out of the junction and
Bloody
ended
drunk
up
again.
all over the place.
Jesus.
Yeah, drunk again.
Well, I can hardly see where I'm going.
That might fix your sinuses, mate. Have a good shot of whiskey. That'll get you. That'll fix it.
Yeah, I don't drink.
No, not anymore. I know that. GPS, set that up. Yep. 9 meters. We want whatever angle this is. That'll do. Back. Flip it. Flip it good. Do 2 headlands and then go up and down.
Yeah, why not?
lovely. Not lovely. Lovely. Yeah, field one's not very big.
Nah, it looked bigger.
Yeah, it looks big on the PDA. It's funny that on a 4x map, the fields look small, but on a standard size map, the fields look big. It's funny how that works.
I think what it is because the PDA is the same size.
Yeah. Has someone gone to field 11, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oops. If you do one side, you do the top and I'll do the bottom, Johnny.
Yeah, I'll stay here, up this side. You go up and down there if you like, mate.
Yeah. See, the good thing about the contracts is you don't have to get every single
Yeah,
bit,
no,
which is
not
good.
every little piece, no, that's good. I do my best just for job satisfaction. But
Yeah.
if I miss a bit, I miss a bit. Oh well.
I'm remembering, was it 15, weren't it? Or was it might have been 15 and 17? Where you take the contract and you go to the field and you have to be there. If you're zoned out of the vehicle, it give you like a 10-second timer to get back in the vehicle. Isn't it?
Yeah, I hated that. The timing, the
Yeah.
timers on contracts, I hated that. And if the map
Yeah,
wasn't
'cause
made
some-
properly, because the
Yeah.
the borrowed equipment was at the field, and you zoned to it, and if it was parked in a pain of a spot, I've had contracts fail because I hadn't started in time,
Yeah.
because I was outside the field trying to line it up because they'd parked it in a horrible spot.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was terrible. Terrible idea, that.
I had one contract where I had to do a harvest, and I accepted the contract, and the harvester spawned on top of a wall.
Yeah.
And was just balancing on top of the wall. And I'm like, how am I supposed to get this heck?
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah, I paid particular attention to the contracts when I did Sosnoska Night. and I made sure whatever the contract was that the vehicles were right in the right spot.
Yeah.
Took, particular attention to that. Some mappers didn't bother, they just left it, about there, that'll do.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a minute, I've got to turn this harvester around and you've stuck it in a bloody corner. It's going to take me 10 minutes to manoeuvre it to get it there, and by the time you've done that, the contract fails.
You see, yeah.
It's just frustrating, some of them.
Yep. Hey. What you doing? You silly buggers.
See, Westbridge is out. Gonna be
Yeah.
playing that? No, you don't play
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, I might have a look at it though.
It's about 98% accurate to the original.
I don't know what it is, but
Westbridge
since
is one of
22,
the older maps, right?
yeah, it's from 15.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what it is. Since 22's come out, and since I've started doing modding and map making and stuff, I actually prefer doing that than playing now.
Yep.
Even if what I'm doing on a map is a royal pain in the butt and it's doing my Sweden, I still prefer it. I don't know why.
No, I used to be a lot like that, mate, when I was modding all the time. I really enjoyed the modding. The playing was okay, I still played from time to time, mainly to test what I was doing. But yeah, I still played with the guys every week. I didn't play much on my own, I was busy either in a map or an actual vehicle mod, fiddling with it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am now. But I still enjoy playing. I love playing with you guys, and playing on stream and stuff like that is actually a lot of fun. I like the interactions.
Yeah.
But I don't actually play by myself single player.
No, I don't play single player at all anymore. I was for a little while. I haven't for about a month now.
Each 17, I used to love playing single player, and not N19. I used to love it.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't get the same buzz out of it like I used to.
No, well, it's your modding that's taken that away for sure.
Well, yeah.
Different challenges.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
I have not enjoyed playing single player, although I did from time to time, very rare, for ages. The only time I enjoyed single player in 19 was when I was playing the Western Australia map. I loved playing that map, with anyone or without anyone. I streamed so many episodes of that, nearly 80 episodes online, and they were all.
You did a lot of that.
The shortest one would have been 2.5 hours. I love that map.
Yeah.
Didn't that just come out?
Western Australian, sadly.
There was an Australian map that just came out.
Not many Australian maps out, there's a couple. Southern Cross Station, I've played it to death. I'm not really wanting to get back into it. I played it a hell of a lot in 17. And I don't think it was that. Was it out in 19? I can't remember now. I know there were two versions. Southern Cross. Maybe it was out in 19.
Yeah, so Southern Cross was out, I think.
Yeah, I think we had a dabble with it early in 19, and there was a couple of problems on it, and we stopped playing it.
Oh, that's who I saw it. Farmer Bob released his version of Western Australia 4X. He just released it a few days ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got permission from the original creator to re-release it.
Oh, I'm going to need that.
It's a 4x.
Hey, Denzel. Yeah, it is a 4x. Beautiful 4x.
Hey, Denzel.
We're okay, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, no, I'll need the...
I know I saw it recently. That's why I saw his video when he was releasing it.
Yeah, I've got to find that link.
Really big map.
He doesn't put his stuff onto the mod hub though, does he? I don't think.
No, you'll have to get it from his... He links it from his website, from his YouTube page.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'll have a good look for it. So I do love that, man. Don't ask me why. It just, I don't know. Just maybe it reminds me of Bone up here. Don't know.
I enjoyed playing it, but I preferred the 16 times version over the 4 times version because there was that weird problem with the grass, weren't there?
Was on the 4x,
On the 4x map, yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't TED or rake it properly.
Yeah. But yeah, I had my 16 by map out on there for ages. I did loads of streams on that. And it was all automated. Well, almost all automated.
Yeah.
I had to keep going and repairing stuff. But
You won't get that in one swipe, will you, Brummy?
might not need to. How much is
Oh,
left?
that's true. Yeah, may not. I was going to go to the end of this row and head over to Ian.
93.
Yeah.
Well, you head over that way, and I'll just finish whatever's left here. Oh, there we go, 94. So probably about halfway up that road, might finish it. There's only one thing I used to hate about playing on the big maps. You know, like when you set up your course play course, and then you'd go along and you'd test it. It'd take you like 15 minutes, probably longer sometimes, to drive to do a course, and then you do it and the course don't work, so you have to do it all over again. You have to keep redoing it because for some reason it wouldn't bloody work.
Yeah.
Found that out on corn bells. Oh yeah. That was the 16 by map, and there was one course that I did from the main farm all the way along the highway and down to one of the sell points, and it took like half an hour in real time to drive there and back, because it was like to sell, I think it was to sell slurry or something, and I did the course, set it off,
Hey, Johnny.
and it didn't work.
Thanks, mate.
I think that's the good thing about the way AutoDrive is set up now is you can actually edit the individual points and fix them instead of having to re-record the whole thing.
You can do that with courseplay.
I don't know if you can do it with Courseplay. I know you can do it with AutoDrive. I've only ever used Courseplay within a field.
Oh, right. You used to be able to do it in 19. You used to be able to edit the courses. But I think it was only not the one that came out on the mod hub. It was the other one, the one that was
Should
on
be
the
right,
GitHub
eh?
that was compatible with auto drive. So when they
Oh, okay.
the both of them became compatible, you could do the same thing. Well, that one's done, but I won't complete it until. Oh, I'm going up. I might be home. I thought I was going the wrong way then. I'll complete them both at the same time.
Uh-huh.
How much have you got to do now, you two?
Fair bit.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Oh,
Fair
okay.
bit. This field's bigger than that one.
I'll make my way down there then. Oh, here you are.
We are right here. I've matched my course with Ian's, whether you want to do that or not. Up to you.
Who's the closest to me?
Ian,
It's going to be on the other side.
I'm on the far
Field.
side.
Well, what I'll do is... Alt and then...
You're doing good. Just finishing bookwork and watching
Yeah.
while doing so. Okay, mate. That's cool.
Now I've just lined up with the straight edge of your course there. We've just done. So I should. No, I should be right anyway, mate. But, just double check.
I'll get out and walk.
Yep, spot on. I'll go down middle.
Well, you two could follow each other and do every second row.
Yeah. Good now.
But what I'll do is I'll just go down the middle and then I'll do the next row to the left, and then when I get back to the top I'll do the row up to my right. Do you know what I mean? So like sort of go round in a circle, but not a circle.
Uh-huh. Sounds
I know what
complicated.
I'm talking about anyway.
Sounds complicated.
No, it's
Falls in sync though.
see, because I'll just go down on Ian's side and up on your side.
Ah.
This is how I always do my fields when we used to play in single player. I'd do the headlands, then I'd put a line down the middle, and then you've saw me do it anyway
Yeah, I've seen you do it.
on my stream, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I always watch that and scratch my head and go, why? But anyway.
It cuts the field if you do the field in two parts.
Huh? Yeah, okay.
Hey, there's a madness in my method.
Yeah.
Certainly is madness.
As long as it gets done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you go off the line there or something halfway down the field there then?
No,
Is there a tyre track there? Or how did I get there?
I've where Johnny drove across the field.
Probably.
Possible.
Well, anything's possible, I suppose, isn't it?
It is.
Well, that's why they're paying more for this field, because it's a bigger field, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, is that even though like this field is twice the size, even though it's like twice the size, it's still they still give you the same equipment.
Mm-hmm. Don't want you to get rich doing contracts, mate. Can't have that. Did I hear Western Australia was out for 22? If so, I need to get it. Love that map. So do I, Denzel. I did over 70 episodes on Western Australia in 19. Played it to death. Each episode was around 2 to 2.5 hours long. Some were longer, some were like 4 hours long. But yeah, 70 episodes. I'm gonna see if I can find it. If it's been released.
Yeah, I'll put a link in chat.
Okay, mate.
16 by, is it?
No, full. It's the
4.
4x version. 4x version was really nice. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it, but it was because of the problem with the grass,
Yeah.
and because I didn't
Yeah, that
want
annoyed
to
the
stop
hell out of me
playing
too.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, because I didn't want to stop playing it. I went on and played the 16 by map
Yeah.
version instead, and I really enjoyed that.
4 days ago, video went up.
Well, I hope he was true to the design and layout of it.
The map
So-
is on Nexus mods.
What is?
The map is on Nexus mods.
Oh, I hate Nexus. Oh,
Let me just check. 22 maps. Yeah.
I thought I heard you say that. Sorry, trying to listen to all of you and finish work at the same time. That's all right, mate. That's fine. All good.
Files 1. Download. Oh, go away. That means I've got to log in, and I don't want to log in.
I'm not sure if you're gonna have to approve that message that I put in chat, Johnny, but I put the link to the download page from on his website.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, it's not coming through.
I see it, but you may need to approve it.
Yep.
See if I can do it.
And can you approve that in my chat?
I've put the link up under it, because all I've got off Josh is no, it doesn't say I can, so I put the link in anyway. Is it showing?
Did you
up,
put the link
Josh?
to the video?
Yeah, link to
Yes.
the video. There'll be a link to the map in that video, apparently.
It's
Yeah.
a link to his website, and then you kind of have to dig through his website to find it.
Yep. Okay.
Log
but-
in.
Nonetheless, that's enough.
Queue. Right, we'll try again. Right, 4 minutes download time.
Oh, that's not bad from Nexus.
No.
What size? What sort of size is it?
I haven't got a clue. Didn't
Oh,
bother.
it doesn't tell you the size.
Oh, it's a 4x.
No, I mean file size.
787 megabytes.
Well, that's good. That other one, that
For a
other
4x,
map I
that's
was
not bad.
that other 4x map that I was really looking forward to, that American one that Raz is playing now. What's that called?
Yeah.
The
That's the
USA
one
map.
I've been messing with. Middleburg.
Yeah, Middleburg.
Yeah.
1.5 gig.
Yeah.
Why? There's
I know
no
why.
need for a map to be that big. I've
I know
seen.
why.
It must be really badly optimized. Really badly.
No, it's not that. It's that the modder, the person who built it, he has a problem with his copy-paste keys.
Mm.
Every single building in that map, instead of like having like using the same files and just referencing the same files, every single building is a copy and paste of the other one. So the models, like, so if he has like four factories,
Instead
each of
one.
those factories is four. He has the models in the game 4 times
Yeah.
instead of just once.
He's
And
done
he
that
did that with
repeatedly.
everything. All of the houses, all of the buildings, all of the
That's what I mean. It's
textures,
not optimized.
everything. It's just not optimized. He could have done so much better.
Yep.
It's taking everything in my brain to not edit it and fix it.
Yeah, because I can't play it at that size. That's just ridiculous. I refuse. And you can't use it
Yeah,
on,
but I
on a
mean,
server like this because it would cause so much lag and interference.
Yeah.
It'd be terrible.
Well,
I've
the thing
seen,
is I mean, I wouldn't edit it unless you're planning on playing it a lot.
no,
Do you know
that's
what I mean?
right.
If you
Oh yeah. So
If
that,
it's
I mean,
in-
that's what I'm doing.
yeah. Because
I'm
I
planning
mean,
on
if
doing
you're
a
gonna
series.
play it a lot, then it's probably worth editing because it'll make it better gameplay for you.
Yeah,
But I mean, if you're only planning on playing it like once or twice, then I wouldn't even bother.
So like, just like Johnny was saying with Western Australia, for him, for me, like I grew up in the Boston, Massachusetts area, so the Middleburg map is the closest map to anything that is remotely home for me.
Yeah.
That's come out
Right,
so
yeah.
far.
yeah. So,
And I grew up outside the city in like a very rural area that looks exactly like it looks on that map. And so for me, it's a hometown feel, and
yeah,
I'm willing to put in a little bit of time to fix things that
Yep.
I think are problems, because I know I'm gonna be bothered by them when I start playing.
Yeah.
Question:
yep.
Are these cedars, the Amazon ones, are they in game or are they mods?
No, they're in-game ones, mate.
Oh, there's a piston stuck out here.
A piston.
Yep.
Is it broken? That was probably because Brummy parked it so bad.
Oh, shucks.
Robbie was using it. I mean,
Yeah.
that does set all, doesn't it?
Which one? Which one?
Which one do you think? The one you put in?
Which one? Come on. Which one's got the piston sticking out?
You go to the first seed hopper. You'll see.
Hmm.
Have you seen it?
No.
Can't miss it.
I can't see anything either
Aye.
at the minute.
Hmm? Right, I'm looking.
Get out the damn way,
Same
man.
place as you. No.
Ah. Ah.
Where? Oh, here.
Your head's on it.
No. That must just be a sinking thing, mate. Because the piston, I can see the piston. The piston's going across there. Going across the back there.
Might be a glitch thing. Get out of the bloody way and let me have a look.
Yeah.
Huh, it's fine to me too, eh?
Yeah.
Put picture in Discord.
Might be
Oh, yeah.
just a sync glitch.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it's got to be a sinking issue.
Rummy parking issue.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
so.
if that was parked okay until he rammed it.
Hey, I didn't ram it.
Yeah, you did. Look, that was in there straight and you rammed it.
Can't have.
Because
If
look
mine
how
was,
far...
if mine's straight and yours is up against
No.
mine, I can't get it over this side any further.
It's because you knocked this, the hopper into it. Look,
No, I
you knocked
didn't.
it across because
No.
you put your hopper further back than mine. Yes, you did.
But I put the hopper in last.
No, you didn't.
I did. I backed that in,
Yeah,
then put the hopper in.
I was watching.
No,
Yeah.
rewind. Full of shit.
I was watching. Yeah.
Wait,
Full of shit.
All right, I'm gonna take a break, guys. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Are you gonna be on tonight?
I'm not sure.
Later on?
Not sure. Depends on how I feel. Yeah.
Ping the channel if you are. I'll happily join tonight.
No
But
worries.
otherwise, I'm gonna drop off. I'll see everyone later.
Catch you, mate.
No,
Thank
catch
you.
later, mate.
Later, everybody.
So yeah.
yeah.
Oh, right. Your grandfather was born in Boston, but came to Canada from there. Okay. That's a good move, mate. Nothing against Boston, of course. Or America, of course. But personally, if I had to choose, I'd rather live in Canada than in America. That's just a personal thing. All right, so we've got nothing else to do. We sleep.
Well, I'm gonna shoot off. I think anyway.
Oh, we had enough?
My eyes are.
Well,
My
hang on.
eyes are really hurting.
Hang on.
Mate.
Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. Let me see first. Let me sleep first, and we'll see what needs to be done next time we play. Please.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
We had a night shower
Hopefully next week the bloody pollen count is not so high as it has been this week. Been
Yeah.
nuts this week.
Well, the corn's ready to harvest as corn. And let me look.
Oh, we're using this as corn, not sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
And the grass is ready to harvest. Turn into hay.
Field 5 will be ready soon as well.
Yeah, the big field will be ready soon.
And there's loads of contracts as well now.
Good, good. So we'll be busy next time.
Two more cultivating ones. There's another ploughing one. 2 sowing ones.
Oh, that's good.
And delivery for canola, 95,000 litres.
We might have that.
Do we? Yeah, we do actually. And you get 95,000 litres and you get 126 grand for 126 grand, yeah.
Yeah, no, that'll be worth doing then. Well, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that dropped in. It's got me a duo citizenship, so all is good. Oh, okay, Denzel. Okay, that's cool. So you can cause mischief across 2 countries.
No.
Lovely. Thank you to everyone that's popped in and watched. I hope you liked it. Give it a big thumbs up. Would most appreciate that. And we may be back later on tonight. We don't know, because it all depends on whether I want to. So if I'm here, all good. Otherwise, you all take care. Take care of each other. Bye for now.
Bye, vegans.